Good. So, I will start by saying once more, good morning to everyone. For those of us in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, depends on your location. Afternoon and evening. Welcome to Conclave, and yet another beautiful Monday. And we're focusing today on the the leadership of team, how teams are built, leadership of team. Uh, let me leadership of team, how teams are built, and that will, I think, is one thing that is extremely important in today's uh, environment. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Is one thing that is extremely important in today's workplace, in today's meeting place, in everything we do today, how teams are built. So I want us to remember it's not that extensive section. However, we will do justice to it as much as we can. All right. So haven't gotten to this point, from what we put up here, just as generals must get the best from their troops if they want to survive, especially when they are at the front, or at the battlefront and all that. Yeah, for them to come back, without being messed up, they must get the best from their people. The same way is applied to everybody that are working with a set of people. Now, business leaders must make the most of their teams. As simple as that. Not just business leaders, organization leaders. Every leader must make the best of their team. Now, the key is ensuring that individuals work together to achieve a common goal. That's just the bottom line. That you work together to achieve a common goal. And if that does not happen, then that team is not a team. It's not a team at all. So having established this, let's move on. Now, from statement, when I mean statement, those have been ahead of us, those have shown courage and all the rest of them. Sorry. Now, such as former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill. I mean, many people have been quoted in so many environments. To Facebook executives, Sandberg, great leaders recognize that to achieve a long-term goal, underline that word, long-term goal. Now, they must not only use their own capabilities, but also maximize the combined strength of other people. Please let this be in your mind. You must not use your capability alone. No, you don't have what it takes to move that organization forward. You don't have what it takes to work alone. That's what I mean. You don't have what it takes to work alone. No, you can't. If you work alone, you will not get to the potential of the organization will be buried. It's as simple as that. You don't have what it takes to work alone. So you must come to the point where you must know how to use the capability of people around you. You must know how to maximize them, how to combine their strength. The strength of everyone around you is very, 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 very essential. You must know how to combine it. Now, they have the passion to sweep people along. Yes, the passion to sweep people along. Very, very key. You have the passion to sweep people along. Very, 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 very key. Very, very, very key. You must work with them. They learn from mistakes and are prepared to change course to face evolving circumstances. Now, this is one area that most leaders don't like. You must learn from mistakes and ready to change course. That's reality. Now, what do I mean by ready to change course? You must learn to evolve and revolutionize. Evolution and revolution is a key word if you must do well in this environment to find ourselves. That I will give us a little. If you notice these days that to get people to work with are not that easy. It's not that there are not people to work with, but there is a serious change. The Gen Zs are not interested in doing your 9 to 7 work or 9 to 5 work or 8 to 5 or 8 to 6, whatever you call it. If you notice that. Now, if you must have a team that will work with you and you have Gen Zs in that team, you must come to a point where you do a different structure that will accommodate their way of life. And what is their way of life? Era of convenience. We are in the era of convenience. So how do I evolve? How do I revolutionize? Unlike the baby boomers and the rest of the generations before Gen Zs and the Alpha generation, what they are the ones that will come to work by 8 o'clock in the morning. They will keep to time and they will work till 5 to 6 in the evening, observing all the rules and everything. The current generation don't do that. Will you throw them away? The answer is no. It's as simple that things have changed. How do I build a team around such people? How do I build my team? How do I work with such people? It's a different teaching that we also do. So if you must grow, if you must remain relevant, if you must dominate, you must build a team that can think. You must build a team that can execute. You must build a team that must dominate on long term, not just short term. When I mean long term, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, not 2 to 5 years. You have your goals on daily goals that will run daily, weekly, monthly. That's goals, objectives that will run daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, 2 years, 5 years. But if you must succeed, if you must dominate, if you must, dominate in your cycle, you must run 50 to 100 years plan. And how will you work with a team? You must learn to evolve. You must learn to revolutionize. What is evolving? Evolving simply means you must learn to move from one point to another at the speed of light. What is revolutionize? You must learn to completely change the course. Completely change when the need arises. And you must know when to apply the two. So much academic work has been done to study the threats and strategies of such leaders. Leaders who can do this, a lot has been done. A lot has been done. And that's what we're going to focus on this morning. How do leaders inspire their teams? Academic Carl Larson and the organizational effective expert, Frank, conducted a 3-year study of more than 75 diverse teams. Whenever I see these guys, I'm so happy. You see, a combination of academic and organizational effective experts. 3 good years. It's not this one they will send you to do research. You do research in 1 month and come back and submit your report. 3 good years. Three. Over 75 diverse teams. I mean, why wouldn't they get a good job, a good result? Now, they identify 6 characteristics of leadership that steer a team towards optimum results. Number 1, focusing on goal. What is focus? As the focus as an acronym. Follow one course. Follow what? One course. Follow what? One course until success. Follow one course until success. That's what they say is acronym of. And I love the acronym. Now, on the goals here, define goal in clear and inspirational terms. I love that word, please. Inspirational term. Mark it. Make it inspirational. Yes. 2, help each team member see how they contribute to goal. I mean, it can go wrong. It can go wrong. Once they start seeing their value to the goal, their value to the system, they want to do more. They want to do more. Now, you see, does not play politics. No, don't play politics in your environment. No, no, don't do that. They focus on goal. It's like people in where you know you're going to sleep. You're urinating on the bed you're going to sleep and poop on it. You'll be smelling all through. That's what it means, like playing politics in your own team. No politics. In team, we don't play politics. I have a book on team. I have a book on team. Anytime I go through that book, a lot comes in my mind. Encouraging collaboration. Yes, that's number two. How inspired leaders work. They encourage collaboration, allow open discussion. Everybody contributes. I've worked with an MD, one of the yeah, the current Keystone Bank, one of the MDs. He encouraged open discussion a whole lot, a whole lot, a whole lot. Demands and rewards demands and rewards collaboration, and he does that. He's just a picture of what we're talking about this morning. He is the MD that made us to work for 24 hours for 3 good months. 24 hours. You come to work by 7 in the morning. You work till 7 around 5 in the evening. You go back home and refresh and come back again by 8 and rest from 8 to 10 and start working. And you work till around 4, 5 in the morning. You rest by 6. You're leaving to your house to come back by 7 for 3 months. And we are paying. He was paying. He was making that demand and he was paying for it. Yes. And what led to that? We changed our the software we're using in the bank then. And they didn't get the software right. The training was not properly done. So CBN now demand that we use the old one and the new one. So it wasn't funny. But we had a wonderful MD. Come and see encouragement. Come and see open discussions and people contributed. Involves and encourage and engages their people. You must learn to do that. Number three, build confidence. Yeah, you must learn to build confidence. Building confidence is one of the, is for you to inspire your people. Accentuate their positivity. Yeah, we've done this a lot of times. Show trust by assigning responsibility. Learn to say thank you. Most leaders don't say thank you. Learn to say thank you. Learn to say thank you. Most leaders don't say thank you. They don't say thank you. Learn to say thank you. Very, very important. Providing know-how. Yes. 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 Know own area. You must know your area of strength. Get expert help for other areas. Share context with team. Very, very key. Yes. Not this one. You're a leader. You want to hide everything. Why? Will you be there forever? And your team is suffering. Stop it. Stop it. That's why it's a team. Number 5, setting priority. Setting priority. They know what to prioritize and when to prioritize and how to prioritize. Demonstrate focus, avoid ambiguity. Don't go and say you want to do everything at the same time. No. No, that's why you have time to plan. Know what's important and focus on it and get it done. It's clear about what must and must not happen. Yes. It's prepared to change course if what? Priority switch. Very key. Very, very important. Number 6, managing performance. You must learn to manage performance. Yes. You must learn to manage performance. Set clear objectives. I've said it earlier. Your objective, daily objective, hourly objective, daily objective, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. That transiting to goals. Then I have your 2 years goal, 3, 5 years goal, 10 years goal, 50 years and 20, 50, 100. The minimum you do is 100. Yes, 100-year goals. Give constructive feedback. Extremely important. Confront and resolve performance issues. Align incentives with team. Yes, align incentives, very, very key, with team goals. These men did a very good work building an effective team. I love the fact it's one of the definitions I love when I'm defining team. The wisdom of teams. Yes, 1993. The wisdom of teams. John and Douglas did a very good work. They make a distinction between team and ordinary group. Please, team is not group. Learn it. It's not a change of terms. Team is different from group. Till tomorrow. I've been in environments where they told me that team and group are the same. They are not the same. I wrote a book on team. They are not the same. Please. A decision between team and group of people who work together. Seriously, I love they did a good work. They define a team as a small number of people with complementary skills who are committed to a common purpose. Set of common purpose one, set of performance goals, yes, and an approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. I love those guys. A team is a small number of people with complementary skills. That's very, very important. Who are committed to a common purpose. 2, set of performance goal. 3, and approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. 4, they found that leaders who manage to build successful teams tend to do the following things. Select members for skills and potential, not personality. Bam, put it in your mind. Next one, focus on few immediate tasks and goals at the beginning to help the team to do what? Bond. They don't use plenty work to kill the team. They do small things to when the team now bond, then that can give them bigger tasks. Set boundaries and behavioral norms. Yes, very, very important. Not everything goes. They set boundaries and behavioral norms. Stimulate the team regularly with new information. Yes. Encouraging open discussion and active problem solving. The next one says, ensures that the team spend a lot of time together, both in and outside work. Very, very key. Very, very key. Very, very key. This is a graphical demonstration. We already know how setting priority, managing performance. I'll be stopping here so how we can contribute. Yes, this is what we're going to do next week. Employee relations and communication. Yeah. So what are your take home? Your contributions? Let's share. What are your take homes? Your contributions? Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. Your take homes, your contributions. We don't have much time, so I want us to share. Go ahead, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning, class. So my take home is that one person cannot build a team.
Yeah.
That means the organization has no prospects and will not progress. And again, a leader should always appreciate the subordinates. It's a form of motivation and encouragement to the team. Once you are appreciated, you are happy and you have this force to do more. And practically, it has been working for me in my little workplace. Once you motivate someone and encourages that person to do more.
Yeah.
These are my take homes. Happy New Week.
Happy New Week, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Go ahead, Collins. Go ahead.
Doctor, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, class. In fact, I want to appreciate you for today. And I have a take home. My take home is that team leader should be dynamic.
Yeah.
You have to watch seasons. You talked about Gen Z, you talked about Alpha generation. You don't use the same hand you used to handle a certain set of persons to handle everybody. That because it's working this way 10 years ago does not mean it will continue working that way. So a team leader must evolve. That is my own. I paid so much keen attention to your teaching today because I am bothered to a level. So that is my take home. For example, I have a company today, but because I work under a system, your teaching cuts across everyone. Yeah. Those working under people, those leading a business, those who owns their own business. Now today, the organization I'm working under. And sometimes they preach all this, but it's difficult for you to see those things work in the organization. We have a project at hand now, and they set up various committees. Yeah. And I'm one of the core committees, which is to be supervised by the MD. The MD is the chairman of that very committee. And I worked out myself. Like I had to call some of my contacts, even right there from Delta here to Enugu, call some persons I know that are into those, we had to make inquiry at some levels. So I did all the work overnight. I was working. When I came to the work and present the stuff to the committee, only for us to figure out that the person that ought to be, encouraging us to do the hard work, which the encouragement didn't come. I went out of my way to do the hard work, brought the prizes, brought the breakdown of everything how it's going to work. I mean, this is an event that is going to attract the governor, so it's not a child's play per se. All of a sudden, the thing I did was hijacked by the chairman and, hijacked and handed over to a young girl who is not in the, I'm not even sure if this is comfortable here, but I think I should go on.
Yeah.
Handed over to a young girl who is not neither part of the committee or part of any of the process to execute. And tomorrow when things doesn't go well,
yes,
it falls back to the Shena committee. As I'm talking to you, nobody among other committee heads know exactly what's going on. You don't go and report the head. So in this kind of workplace, in fact, I had a 1-hour conversation with a friend in Canada before I joined this class this morning. It is in this country is as if people are possessed. People don't just want something to work the way it should work. So we learn, you want to go to work to put it to practice, and you are not finding an avenue to do that. So how do we survive? How do we cope? How do we wake up every morning learning a whole lot of ways to make things work, make things better, to be passionate at workplace, to work, think outside the box, think outside the normal. How do we do all this, accumulate all this knowledge? And you are not finding a level playing ground. You are not asking for favor. You are just asking for a level playing ground where everybody can come and put up what they have and the best should fly. How do we cope? How do we stay encouraged and stay motivated in this kind of systems that we run in Nigeria? And I know it's not just in my office. It works almost everywhere in this country.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The reality is that once you're working in government, parastatal government-backed government, anything that has to do with government, you will see this scenario play a billion times. And one of the ways to help out for you to, first of all, your sanity is important. That's very, very important. You need to learn to like this thing, have it back in your mind that if it happens this way, just cool off. Your sanity is number one. For me is a class, is a program you've applied for. That's why I see government environment. Whenever I'm going to work with them, I see it as a class, a new session I've applied for, that I'm coming here to learn and move on and move on, or I'll work with the departments, I will learn. So I tell myself I will not be there forever. In government environment, I'm not going to be there forever. So I always say that I'm going to live here one day. So that help me to keep my sanity. And that is one. Two, you must come to the point where you learn, understand stakeholder engagement. Now, when it comes to stakeholder, there are things that are very, very crucial. They will not say it. Interest, interest goes a long way. Interest, influence goes a long way. Power goes a long way. See these three things, very, very important. Interest, influence, and power. Now, your MD may be influenced by someone else. Don't be surprised. Someone may call him and say, see this lady, she want to handle the whole thing. That can be. It can even be personal interest. It can be like, okay, this thing will cost us 1 billion naira, and out of the 1 billion, I want to make 500 million out of it. And for that to happen, you must find a way to bring in someone else who he will trust, and the person automatically takes over the project. I've done a project that is currently running. I was one that did every background work and got to the point we need to meet somebody in the house, in the federal house, and the money was to be about 3 billion naira or so. Do you know how they removed me? Because the person that gave me the work to do is not at that top level, and those at the top level don't want me to be the one that will know how they will share the money. Yeah, that's the reality. So they say, okay, I will be among those that will do the execution, but those that will handle the main person that will handle the contract will be a different person. Yeah? They have to bring in their own person to handle while we are doing the job. The issue is not that we don't know how to do it, but they are protecting their interest. So a job that should be done for 10,000, in fact, that job is quoted for 1 million. It's as simple as that. So that's just it. That's just it. So don't feel bad. You're in school. You're in school. Irene, go ahead.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome there. Irene, go ahead, yeah. Irene Helen, go ahead.
Okay, good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Just 2 minutes.
All right, good morning, sir.
Welcome.
I thank you very much for this opportunity to learn under you. I just wish to share my little experience based on this topic.
Okay.
All right, in my previous place of work, a scenario like what the young man that just finished speaking, shared happened to me. I was working in a subsidiary of a group of company where I felt, okay, I'm the person in charge here. And then I took it as part of my own to make sure that things go well. To me, I see myself as working in a team, whereas unknown to me, I was seen as just an object that is being paid to do just whatever they decide should be done. So I had a project where I really worked my ass out. Despite that, I had no prior knowledge about the whole situation, but I had to sit down. I learned. I even enrolled for your MBA, just basically for me to build myself for this very position. I began to do so well. I saw myself improving, doing well, handling so many, things that previously I couldn't have done. Only for me to finish, and then the problem became that why don't I get approval for every tiny step, for every tiny thing like it was that bad. The yelling was terrible. Like I was so down talk that at a time I began to wonder if anything is wrong with me. The problem is not that everything I did were not good. They were so good, even more than they expected. But then the problem was that why was I acting as though I had some level of authority, that I'm just an object? Okay, now I was a bit new there. There were some processes that I wasn't so aware of. That in every tiny thing you need to do, you must take approval. But left for me, I felt okay. I am in this position. I am seen as somebody handling this very department. So at least I am supposed to have some
Initiative
level of,
and decision, yeah.
yes, to do some things. So the kind of talking, I was so talked down on that I was made to know that I'm absolutely nothing. And for me, that was not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I thought I was actually working with these people as a team to
Yeah.
build this subsidiary to a certain standard,
Yeah.
which I felt was their goal.
Thank you.
Only for me to be made to know that I was nothing.
Yeah.
So because of that, I felt insecure there and I had to leave. So I left to another place where I was promised an opportunity to work as a team. I didn't explain any of these things, but the way all of the approaches came really gave me confidence that if I put in my best here, it will be recognized and it will be appreciated. So that way, I really got to understand what it means to work as a team because I felt it. So for me to work with others, I must make sure that some of those things that pained me, that made me leave the previous place, I must make sure I don't bring it into the new place. Or if I have an opportunity to recruit other people to work with me as a team, I must make sure that those experiences doesn't come in. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Wow, that's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one. Right. Madam Ngozi, go ahead. Go ahead. A quick one. That's 1 minute.
Few words. Yes. Is regards to the complaint by the young man, and I really appreciate the way you answered him. His sanity is very, very important. And secondly, he should not push. This is grievance. He should not make it open.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he doesn't know if Nigerians are possessed. If he makes it open, they will frustrate his life.
Yes.
That's the way the system wants. Before you know it, the spiritual controls the physical. Yeah. Before you know it, they will set different altars against him, and they will make him miserable in life. So he should just keep calm. Continue to learn what he's learning. Sure. One day you have the opportunity to use it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you, everyone. It's an amazing one this morning, and I know we've learned a whole lot. We go and put into our place of work, organizations, family. It's cut across. I mean, one day God will give or allow us. We'll look into stakeholder engagement. I think that has been, coming up over and over again. There are people that you must report to under the stakeholder engagement. There are people that you must not report to. There are people that you just keep informed. There are people that you must take order from, no matter what it is. When you understand stakeholder, you do a whole lot. However, stakeholder is our doctorate program. Yes, it's a top management program. Very, very top management program. But I'll see how I can touch it a little for us here one of these days. And it will help us a whole lot because you're working with human beings with different background, different ideas, different understanding, and above all, personal interests. You see, when you study team, they do away with their personal interests. However, the head of the team, the leader of the team, make sure you understand everybody's personal interest. Now build it inside the general interest of the team. So as you're fulfilling the team's interest, you're fulfilling their personal interest. That's how team work. But when you have a leader who doesn't understand this, then you're not working in a team. You're just working in a group. Yes, that's one difference between a team and a group, where the leader understands everybody's personal interest, build it inside the general interest. So as you're fulfilling general interest, you're fulfilling the personal interest. That's a team. I'm going to stop here today. Go and apply. Remember, think, execute, dominate. Think, execute, dominate. See you next week. Remain fruitful, remain effective. Go and dominate. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. Bye.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.